Happy Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon. Bam! I feel well rested. Not only did I get an extra hour of sleep, thank you to the universe that makes daylight savings happen and unhappen, but I also had nothing to do this morning, so I got to sleep in until noon. That felt amazing. So that was literally sleeping in until noon plus 1, and I feel great. So I'm on my way to work. I'm on my way to coach a WW workshop, my regular 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon workshop. The topic this week is be happier, be healthier. So it's a proven fact that happy people make healthier choices. So that's where we're going with this topic. Anyway, the movie last night was so good, but so sad. The movie was about, I watched Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell, and it was about a man who suffers, whose son has addiction to drugs and alcohol, mostly drugs, and just goes through the whole painful process of being the outsider, being the parent who cannot, you can only do so much, you know. Anyway, it was a story about addiction, and the sad part to me was that it never went away. And I guess I want to say that I can relate to addiction from several points of view, and it is sad to me that addictions do not just go away. They don't just go away. So that was the saddest part to me about the whole movie, but it was a really good movie. And if you have someone in your life who is an addict of any kind, food, eating disorder, drugs, alcohol, I think it's a really good movie to give some insight and perspective kind of on both sides. So it was a very good movie. I took some of my own Pop Secret popcorn, and I had just one bag this time. Just one bag because I'd already eaten dinner. So I had one bag of popcorn, and I also took 4 Weight Watchers bars, mini bars with me to snack on instead of candy and junk. I wanted to be able to have the proper stuff available to me so that if I wanted to eat junk like popcorn and sweets, then I could at least have the proper points-friendly junk to eat. And you know what? I ate all of the popcorn, which I knew that I probably would. I didn't have a single mini bar, none. I just was not craving the sweets, I guess. So that's good. It means I don't have to have it, and it makes me happy that I can say no when I don't really want it. So that's good. But I did have half a pizza earlier in the day, so maybe that had something to do with not really being super hungry or really craving anything. The pizza was amazing. It was our favorite pizza from Victoria's. We actually did, Eddie wanted sausage this time, so we did half sausage and half Canadian bacon and pineapple, which is my favorite, hands down favorite. I count for this pizza that we get. Pizza varies so much. Check the tracker, try to track the pizza that is closest to what you're eating. For this particular pizza, I track 7 points per piece. I probably should track 8 points for the sausage pizza. I had one piece, I think I had just one piece of sausage pizza, and then the rest that I had was Canadian bacon. So that's still quite a bit. That's 7 points times 3 is 21, plus another 8 is 29 points in pizza. Still totally doable. 29 points in pizza, plus I did have some dressing, some blue cheese dressing, so that's 5 points. So that is 34 points. And then I had the 7 points of popcorn, 41 points for a Saturday. Not terrible, not unheard of for me, and absolutely not terrible compared to a lot of damage that I can typically do. So yeah, I'll take that, and I feel absolutely satisfied. I enjoyed every bite of that pizza. I enjoyed my time with Eddie. I enjoyed the movie. It was a great Saturday, so I'll take that, and I'll take the points, and I will own them. I eat them, I own them. So today I have Today my food plan involves coffee. So yesterday I got the coffee from Starbucks, the sugar-free cinnamon dolce with Weight Watchers Cafe Creations Mucho Mocha. So a chocolate cinnamon coffee. I did not add cream. I just flat out, hands down, like my coffee creamy. So I drank very little of that yesterday. This is actually the leftover coffee. I reheated it this morning and added 4 tablespoons of fat-free half and half for 1 smart point. Better. It's so much better. So I can drink coffee black, but why if it's so much more enjoyable to me with cream? So I'm drinking it with cream today and I am loving it. So I have 1 point so far. Again, on the weekends, I'm striving for 1 meal on the weekends. Snacks, I will probably do, so like 1 meal plus snacks. I honestly it's a really kind of laid back weekend, which has been really nice. And we have this movie pass where we pay $20 a month and we can see up to 3 movies per week. I've seen 2 already this week and they've both been fabulous. I've enjoyed my time and it's such a low-key, laid-back weekend that I have nothing to do today after this Weight Watchers workshop. So I'm going to probably, number 1, go have my salmon dinner and enjoy that meal and my time by myself, just chilling. And then I'm probably going to go to another movie tonight. And you know what? This has been a relaxing and peaceful and just a great weekend. It's been, because I've been working all weekend. I work on Saturdays and Sundays. There are weekends where I feel I have not had a weekend and I go to work and I'm so exhausted. And so it's been a long time since I've actually been able to rest and enjoy myself and do almost nothing on a weekend. So yes, there's a lot of things I could be doing, like I need to go through all my clothes. I need to organize all my personal belongings right now. I have a lot of other personal things going on that I need to deal with, but it's just nice to just relax. And so it's been a great weekend. So I'm going to another movie tonight, and you know what? I don't even care what I see. I love movies so much. I love books and movies so much that it doesn't really matter so much what the story is. Yes, I'm going to pick a story that appeals to me, but I love them all. I just love the story aspect and watching someone tell a story and seeing it unfold on the screen, someone's interpretation of whatever. I love it. I love it. And that leads me to the book club. I want to mention that what I've decided to do, because I can't have so many commitments for my own personal health, so I have decided to move the book club discussion to the Facebook group. I haven't finished, I'm like 3 hours away from finishing The Couple Next Door, which has been really good. I haven't finished it yet because I had this major glitch in my audio file, and it happened to me twice, so I had to delete and re-download, and it was annoying. So I haven't finished it yet. I plan to finish it hopefully this week. As soon as I do, I'm going to put discussion questions on the Facebook page, and we're going to discuss from the Facebook page. So we still need to vote on the 2 books for November. Wow. We still need to vote on 2 books for November, and going forward, the discussion questions on Facebook will be posted on the 2nd Sunday and on the last Sunday. So we'll still stick to the same book club schedule, but the discussion, instead of being a live discussion, will be a discussion on the Facebook page on Team Living Large. So if you are not a member of Team Living Large yet and you want to be, here's how that happens. You have to first of all friend me on Facebook, and I am Juli Almanza on Facebook. I have no E on the end of my name. Juli Almanza. First friend me, and then you have to send a messenger request asking to be added to the Facebook group Team Living Large, because if you don't send the request, then I don't know you want to be in the group. I just think you're kind and you just want to be my friend. Which, you know, all of you guys are my friends. I have so many close friends because of this YouTube channel, and I'm so grateful for that. So that's what's going on with Team Living Large. I don't want you guys to think that I have just dropped out of the book club scene, because I love it so much, and especially now that I'm really trying to get back to the gym again, I need something to listen to and entertain myself in the gym. So I need those books. So I will today or tomorrow put out a separate video with the book club choices for November, so you guys can all vote and we can choose our next 2 books. So that is my weekend, you guys. I know you haven't seen a video from me for quite a while, because I did take a few days off, and then I did a video on Friday, which I haven't posted yet, and it's Sunday. I'm gonna post that today, so you guys don't think I just dropped off the face of the earth. And then I did do some video on Saturday and Sunday. I feel like there's not, especially when there's not that much going on with me, there's not a lot of video to do. So there's that. But I am still trying to show you guys everything that I'm eating, or at least let you know what I'm eating, because my struggle is still real. I still, at this weight and at Lifetime, I still have to watch what I eat. I still have to count all my points, and I am terrible at that right now. I'm tracking after the fact. I'm only tracking my pointed foods. I'm not tracking 0 points foods, which is okay, because WW says if you know, you don't have to track the 0 point foods. I'm not right now, because it's just too much for me to track everything right now. But yeah, I still struggle every day with my own food choices, my own food decisions. Intermittent fasting has helped so much, because it literally takes food off your mind. You would think the opposite. When you're not eating 16 hours out of the day, you would think that you'd be obsessed with food and like can't wait for the next meal. But it's absolutely the opposite. Food takes such a back burner for me when I am doing intermittent fasting. It's really bizarre. And then when I do eat, I really enjoy and appreciate the food so much more. It's bizarre. And then I don't spend near as much time prepping and planning and thinking about food. So it's a different lifestyle, honestly. But I fully believe in WW and the program itself, and so I will forever count my points and live the WW lifestyle, because that is, I mean, that is sustainable for life. Intermittent fasting, maybe not. Intermittent fasting I look of as a tool to use in conjunction with WW. It's not the be all and end all. It's not going to solve all your weight issues. It's just another tool to use in this journey. So WW, absolutely sustainable for life, and that is that. WW, you have my heart forever. Anyway, almost to work. I got 5 minutes to be there. I think I'm about 5 minutes away. I totally spaced doing the Wednesday weekly last week. Number 1, because I forgot to grab a weekly, and number 2, because I had just a lot of personal stuff going on last week, so I totally spaced it. This week you will get a Wednesday weekly from me, so look for that, and the topic is be healthier, be happy, be happier, be healthier. Yeah, that. So I'm very happy today. Life is good. So cheers. I'll talk to you guys after work. Hey you guys, just a quick plug for my Sunday afternoon WW workshop in Pasadena, California. If you are in the Southern California area and you would like to either meet me in person or go to an awesome WW workshop on a Sunday afternoon, come see me in Pasadena at 2 p.m. We are still trying to grow this meeting. Last week we had 8 members attend, and I believe we need 16 in order to keep this meeting open for the long term. So we are definitely in a growth phase. If you are looking for a meeting or want to come support this particular meeting until we get off the ground, I would love to have you. And if you do come and you do watch my channel, let me know so I know how you heard about us. Anyway, 2 p.m. WW workshop in Pasadena, California. Okay, it's about 3:30 and the meeting is over. So this week last week we had I think 9 people, and this week we had 7 people. So I don't know if this meeting is going to stay open. And my territory manager said when we started this meeting, she didn't know how Sunday afternoon meeting in this part of the country would actually go over, but that we would just try it and see how it works. And I was like all on board for just giving it a try, and I'm not going to hold myself responsible if the meeting doesn't fly. So I'm okay. I don't know. I think we had 6 weeks to get 16 people. Ugh, not going to happen. So after next week, I think is the 6th week. If we're not at 16 people, then I think it's up to the territory manager as to whether or not she wants to continue with the meeting or not. So I'm just hanging in there, just doing my best, just doing my job the way I'm supposed to. Keeping my passion for WW and for helping people, and that's the best I can do. So I am actually grateful for the opportunity to have been able to lead this meeting, because it has helped me grow so much in my coaching abilities and my self-confidence as a WW coach. So I know that I can lead a meeting anywhere at any time with any number of people. So that's cool, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to fine-tune my coaching skills. So that's good, and I will be available to substitute coach for people as well. But anyway, I don't know what's going to happen at this meeting, but I love this meeting and I love the regular members that have been coming. So I really hope for their sake also that we can continue with the meeting, but we will see. Now it's time for my after workshop ritual, which is salmon salad. That's right, I am going to Shaker's for salmon salad, and then I've got not a lot going on today. Eddie is at Disneyland right now with some friends, but I think I'm gonna go to another movie tonight. I don't know what movie. I think I already told you all this. So the topic this week, be happier, be healthier. Here's a statistic that I learned in prep for this meeting. 50% of our own happiness is genetic. Our disposition is 50% genetic. You were born with your attitude as far as, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty kind of person. 50% of that you have no control over. You were just born that way. I feel like my 50% is pretty positive, pretty genuinely positive and happy overall. So 50% is genetics. 10%, I'm surprised it's only 10%, but only 10% of our happiness comes from life circumstances, from what is going on around us. Only 10%. That kind of shouts to me that my percentages are skewed, because I feel like I do react poorly to stress sometimes, and so my own personal happiness is probably a larger number than 10% of what's going on around me, unfortunately. But I feel like knowing that it's supposed to be 10% will really help me in the future as far as how I choose to react to life circumstances and how I choose to be happy. So 50% of our disposition is genetic, 10% is what is going on around us. What's the other 40%, you ask? 40% of our being happy is our choice to be happy and do things that make us happy. 40%. We have so much control over being happy and we don't even realize it. I can choose to be happy on any specific day, or I can choose not to. I can choose to go do something happy right now, something right now which makes me happy, or I can choose to go and be miserable. It's up to me. 40% of my own happiness is up to me. And I would almost argue that 50% is up to me, because that 10% that is based on life circumstances, I get to choose. That 10%, I get to choose my reaction to those life circumstances. Yes, there are some life circumstances that are just unbearable and you would not be able to choose happiness in that circumstance, but for the most part it's our reaction to life circumstances that can dictate whether I have a happy outcome or an unhappy outcome. So literally 40 to 50% of how happy I am is by my choice. Do I choose to be happy today? And the reason this is important is because our happiness affects our overall well-being. People who are happier make better choices. Make better choices for fitness, activity, exercise, food choices, life choices, habits. People who are happier make healthier choices. So that's why it's important. I love that WW is focusing more on the overall whole body well-being, and this is yet another example. Last week we talked about sleep and how sleep overall is so important for our overall well-being, and today our happiness is so important for our overall well-being. It's not just what we eat. Are we going to exercise today? How many points did I consume? How many steps did I get? It's not just those basic things. Yes, that is part of our WW journey and our journey for getting healthier, being healthier, but that's not it. That's not the be-all and end-all of our health. It encompasses so many different things, and so I love that WW is taking us through each of these individual things and helping us focus on what's going to make us overall happy, healthy, overall well-being. I love it. Anyway, so I'm on my way for salmon salad. I will take a brand new picture. I think it's so funny that most of you thought I was using the same picture every time for the salmon salad. No, every time I go and I have salmon salad, I use a different picture. I take a picture, and I mean, they're pretty consistent with the way they make it, which I appreciate because it's always pretty much the same size of salmon pieces. The salad is always pretty much the same, always fresh, always delicious. So there's a lot to be said for that, for their own consistency. And then it's literally the same setting, because if it's not the same table, it's at least the same type of table, the same silverware. But more times than not, I actually sit at the same table too. So that's why the pictures all look the same, but I promise you, every time I have the salmon salad, I take a different picture. So I'll try to do something different to the picture today. See if you can spot it.